Our top story tonight, a Milwaukee mother and her boyfriend face decades in prison after allegedly imprisoning her children in their home for years.
The two boys are now in protective custody tonight after neighbors found them wandering the streets naked and covered in blood.
CBS 58's Adam Reif is live in that neighborhood tonight with a look at what we know so far. Adam?
Natalie Jessup, today neighbors told me they didn't even know people lived in this White House behind me because they never saw people go in or out until last Thursday when 7- and 9-year-old brothers jumped through a shattered window in the rear of the home. That's when the neighbors called 911 as the boys stumbled naked through the streets.
They had never been outside before. If they have been, it's been a very long time.
Christine Ader said it took a moment for her to process what she was seeing when two boys stumbled away from a usually quiet home across the street last Thursday.
They were just walking different. Their hair looked like it had never been brushed, never been cut. They didn't know the outside existed.
The boys were naked and there was blood. Her husband called 911 while she kept eyes on the boys.
It's really terrible. It's like something out of a horror movie.
34-year-old Katie Koch is now facing 4 felony counts and 2 misdemeanor counts related to the false imprisonment and neglect of a child. 38-year-old Joel Mankey is facing 4 felony counts.
What do you know about the couple who lived there?
Absolutely nothing. I never saw her or him ever.
Mankey said he's lived in the home since 2007. Koch said she and the children moved in about 4 years ago. The kitchen and living room were piled with garbage, and the smell of feces and urine filled the home. Trash was also piled outside the children's room, which locked from the outside. Inside, the walls were smeared with feces.
A child witness described them as acting like cavemen, like they had never seen the sun before.
In an interview with investigators, Mankey said Koch had never taken the children to a doctor in the years she had lived with him, nor had they been to a school in that time. Koch told investigators that she homeschooled the children. She also, quote, admitted that the home is not habitable and said, quote, her boys deserve better.
These children have been permanently damaged from their mother's actions. They are completely uneducated. They are not potty trained, even at their ages. They are essentially at this point unable to function in society.
Now, Katie Koch's cash bail was set at $30,000 today, though a public defender says she has no way of paying that amount. Joel Mankey's cash bail was set at $6,500. Both of them have preliminary hearings July 26. Now, if convicted of all 4 felony charges, the maximum penalties are $120,000 fines and 42.5 years in prison. Koch faces an additional $20,000 in fines and 18 months in prison for her 2 misdemeanor charges. Live here in Milwaukee, Adam Reif, CBS 58 News.